So with the new release of Blender 4.5, this has got to be one of the coolest things that you can now do in geometry nodes. In front of me here, you can see two cylinders, and the one over here, the two overlapping cylinders, they actually look like they're fused together, even though they're two separate cylinders, as you can see here. This is happening procedurally, and it's actually just something to do with our normals. And you can see over here, this is the exact same setup here, but it doesn't have that geometry node set up. You can see you still get that ugly sort of sharp edge. So this is a fantastic way of making objects look and render like they're kind of fused together without actually having to fuse them together at a mesh level. So this is a very powerful thing. And I'm going to quickly show you, this is the node in Blender 4.5 that now allows us to do this, the set mesh normal. So this is a super friendly beginner friendly tutorial. So if you want to watch this, learn how to fuse objects together, you can work with any mesh objects, go ahead, watch this tutorial. This is an absolutely game-changing new node in Blender 4.5. So let's jump in and I'll show you how to do this. So let's just jump into a new scene in Blender 4.5. Now it has to be Blender 4.5 or newer because older versions don't have this new node. So what we're going to do is we'll select all of our default objects, we'll press delete, and let's go Shift A. Let's go to our mesh options. Let's add in, I don't know, you can do anything. Let's just go maybe with like a UV sphere. Let's just go to add UV sphere options here, and let's just make it like 120 by maybe 64. This works better the more kind of topology you have. So you can see here, that's it. And then let's go Shift A, search, let's go to mesh options, add in a cylinder. Let's go to add cylinder settings here, and let's make it like, I don't know, 52. And let's just scale it down, scale it up. And let's go Control A and apply to scale. And then tab into edit mode and just go Control R and roll in the middle mouse button just to add in some more segments. And there you go. So this works better if you have more topology. But yeah, let's go ahead and try this out now. So let's grab our sphere here. Let's go ahead to our modifiers, add modifiers, and then add a geometry node system and go new. So let's now go over to our geometry nodes workspace. We should see over here, this is our group input and group output. And the first thing we want to do is we actually want to go up here and just click on a cylinder and drag it in to the scene here. So this is going to be the object that we look at. So we can do the whole set mesh normal thing and the proximity, and we can sample the nearest and things like that. So what we'll do, now that we have it, we'll set it to relative because it's relative to the position of the object. And I'll drag this up a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go Shift A, search, and we're going to get the set mesh and get the new set mesh normal node. Let's, for now, place it on this cable. We want to come here to the sharpness and set it to 3 so we can actually control what happens here, okay? And then what we need to do is we need to give it this custom normal data, but the way we get that is by sampling the nearest surface of this object here. So we're gonna go Shift A, search, and let's get a sample nearest, and make sure to get the sample nearest surface, not the sample nearest, and not the same thing. So we're gonna go sample nearest surface, take it over here, let's sample that geometry from the cylinder that we dragged in. We want to make sure we're working with a vector. There we go. And the thing we're sampling on here is the normal. So let's just go ahead, drag on this value and type in normal and just get a normal, as you can see here. And then, because we're working with vector maths here, what we want to do, we want to go Shift A, search, and get a mix vector. Because we're mixing vectors. So we're going to get a mix vector. And let's take this value from the sample nearest surface, because that's what we're evaluating. We're going to plug it into the A, and we're evaluating it against the normal. So let's just grab the B here and drag and type in normal. There we go. So we're using the normal here. Yes, you could drag this normal in here, use that as well. I just like to avoid cables kind of dragging over other nodes where I can. So that's why I'm doing that. Okay. And then what we can do here is we can now factor in the proximity. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to go Shift A, search, and get a geometry prox and get a proximity. And let's just once again sample that cylinder, drag it into here, okay, so into the geometry proximity. And then we can actually take this distance from the geometry proximity. We can take that distance and plug it into the factor of the mix vector over here. And then we can take that result and plug it into the custom normal here. And now you can see this is kind of already working, but it's just kind of like the default thing. We need this to be a bit more controllable. So let's actually go ahead and move these nodes up. And what we're going to do after the geometry proximity, we're just going to go Shift A, search and get a map range, grab a map range node, place it on this distance cable here. And now what we can do is we can actually grab this from max value and we can control that effect. So if I decrease it, you can see here, if I take the from max value, I can kind of slide it and we can see the effect. Okay, so I'm also just going to select the cylinder in the scene. I'm going to right click and go Shade Auto Smooth. And if you still see this line here, it's just simply because you have to come up here to your shading, go to the drop down and make sure to turn off the outline. In this case, I have turned it off. And I'm just going to select the sphere again. And let's just give this a min value, just a slight min value. And let's just mess around with that max. And now you can see that blends together quite well. Sometimes people do this and they still see this line. And that's because you've got to make sure that the outline is not enabled. So just keep that in mind because you're going to get frustrated. And yeah, so just mentioning that right now so you can understand. So there you can see, now it just looks like it's blended in as one object. So make sure you have a small value on the min here, on the map range, and you can mess around from the max. And you can really blend this in as much as you want. You can see that just looks absolutely fantastic. Just such a powerful new node in Blender. So this is the setup here. And what you could do is if you wanted to be a little bit more organized, you could just grab all of these nodes except the object here. So what I'll do is I'll just go Shift, left, right click, just cut these two cables together. I'm going to select all of these and I'm just going to go Control G and just join them together. Tab back out of this group. And you can see this is what we have. So what you can do is you can always use this now in the future. So you could add this system to example, if I just add in another UV sphere, move it over here and then add in maybe like the Suzanne monkey head and place it on there. I can now select this sphere. I come to the drop down, give it that geometry node system. And what I can do is just come over here and then sample that Suzanne monkey head, give it some smooth shading. You can see now that blends together as well. So if I move the monkey here, you can see that just kind of like looks like it's fused together, which is just really, really awesome. So this is a very powerful thing. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time.